Hi, loves. Getting back to my dad's birthday, December 8th, 1941, the day after Pearl Harbor Day. And as a matter of fact, the celebration of the Immaculate Conception. Yeah, that was the day my dad was born. Not December 7th, thank goodness. That was Pearl Harbor. And that, I believe, was a setup. Who was asleep at the wheel at that job? Yeah. Anyway, that brought in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which didn't have to be, but it was anyway. And my dad, Robert William Ryder, would be 82 today. I never forgot my dad's birthday, ever. Because I was born of love, really. Though he was Lucifer. And I didn't know this till 2 years ago or so? Seriously, I didn't know. I've always followed Yeshua and the light, And Yeshua went before me, totally. Though I was persecuted, prosecuted, abused mercilessly, and my children taken from me, and accused of everything, including molesting them. God, almighty. And if it was really true, if any of it was really true, they could have had me in prison. If it was really true. Okay? Because it wasn't real lie. Real lie? Lie? I'm not allowed to actually lie. By virtue of being the daughter of Lucifer. Robert William Ryder. Yeah. You want to know why? Well, because when I was a little girl, if I tried to lie, well, if I told the truth, I wouldn't sit down for 3 days if I said it straight up. You see that thumb? That was the size of my dad's pinky, okay? Yeah. So if I told the truth and said it straight up and ripped the Band-Aid off, I would not sit for 3 days or sleep or chit. C-H-I-T, I'm not cussing. Really. But if I tried to lie, which I tried twice, not thrice, I wouldn't sit down for 3 weeks or chit or sleep or sit in my chair at school or nothing without, still feeling those leather paws of my dad's who could squish a man's skull in a skip. And he did. I don't think they found the bodies, but I'm not responsible for it. Okay, that was him, not me. I never hurt anybody, really. They didn't recover anyway. Because I was sent as a light in Lucifer's darkness and the spirit of Satan in the Mount Diablo Valley. Imagine what that was like for me as a little girl, being a light, not being like them and not understanding. Where are the chips in my gut? Help me. My mother's trying to kill herself, and they're shocking her brain, and I come in on lightning 3 months early at Providence Hospital, 2/18/63 at 6:37 a.m., Oakland, California. God help me. With UC Berkeley, UC San Francisco, Oakland. My dad was an Oakland local. He was a hillbilly. Anyway, Oakland Naval Station, Providence Hospital. Lawrence Livermore Labs, not far. And I was born there. As a flower child that I am, a light into the world, though I was born into as being the daughter of Lucifer, who built the Mount Diablo in the Mount Diablo Valley and went to DVC, Diablo Valley College. God help me, I was all of 20. Then I was really a powerhouse. That was 40 years ago. God help me. Breaking news. Anyway, so I grew up out of that. And after a minister got done with my head at 13 and wanted to do to me, do his dingy, I said to him, well, if you were supposed to represent God, well, there must not be one. If you're supposed to be represent, I saw you at the pulpit today standing all day. You asked me to massage your legs, but that wasn't what was in your mind, really. And there was a moth that went to light, and they're sent to the light bright. Anyway, I guess he wanted me at 13, But he was the minister of my church, and he wasn't supposed to do those kind of things to me. I was a light. Maybe he didn't recognize it, and it blew my mind. I asked him, I said, you're supposed to represent God, right? He said, right. Been at the pulpit all day. Legs are sore. Will you massage me? And then massage me afterwards and give me a happy ending at just 13. I said, no, if you're supposed to represent God, there must not be one. And I went deep in the Mount Diablo Valley and went to the drugs, the best of them in that day in the 70s. It was uncut. And I'm not cutting. Heavenly Creator says, you keep rolling, Laurel and Ryder. Okay, so I'm going. Anyway, so for 15 years, I was powering myself, an atheist at best. Powering to myself, did what I wanted. 15 years I went into the darkness, deepest of which, and I never studied witchcraft or broken as Satan's Bible or nothing. I never did none of that shit. I never did orgies or nothing like that. Oh, God, only in the house of David, but that burnt down. That burnt down. That burnt down sometime after the house of David in San Francisco. The one place I had an experience where Jeffrey let me in because he couldn't, oh God help me, control himself. So I said, okay, I'll go in. And I was quite beautiful in those days, but anyway, that wasn't really who I was, really. And I got out when I was 27 when God said, hey, you want to come home? You just come anyway. Just rise up in love. You don't have to be that way anymore. I've always been here, though the priest wasn't. He was the spirit of Satan. But I've been here constant. Though you turned your back on me, I didn't turn my back on you, love. No, I didn't. I'm right here with you, honey. And though you turned your back and you stopped believing in me because of a man who couldn't control himself, man. How many men can't control themselves? Many. Too many, if you ask me. That's true, certainly. Too many men cannot control themselves or their loins. And they want to go after young, innocent girls like me at 13. Or younger, even worse, and you know who you are. And destroy them from the inside out, mercilessly. Like Pierre Gallardo tried to do to me. Or did. He did for 15 years. I didn't believe in God. I thought there was nothing like this. I was accountable to no one, and I could do what I wanted. And I did. But that got really old, really quick. I learned to love myself and lift up in the light of Christ and trust in God. And he said, I'll never let go of you. Though you're going to get an AIDS diagnosis, courtesy of the U.S. government, it's going to kill 2/3 of your family. You're going to hold the light. You're going to keep going on, honey. I got you. God's got you. And I won't let go of you. He promised, and he didn't. Though I am not perfect, God never let go of me, loves. Ever. Even though I'm the daughter of Lucifer, who built the Mount Diablo. And my dad, Lucifer, sent the spirit of Satan into men. Didn't need to be that they bought in. They didn't need to buy in. Didn't mean that they need to buy it. It didn't mean they needed to believe in it, buy into it, and do it. He just gave them the idea, coerced them to it. It's a sad thing. That was Lucifer's job, to separate them out and see what they're made of. And unfortunately for them, hey, they got a losing hand, a lot of them, who did what they did to the only living daughter of Lucifer, the innocent one, who never did nothing really, but be a slave to a system, much like Moses. That's okay. I love them anyway. I understand those who were misled by the spirit of Satan. Many were, many innocent loves. Many innocent. I was. Though I was persecuted under a judicial system in the state of New Mexico mercilessly by snakes and demons and rats and chips. And I was always good. No matter what they said. I never hurt anybody. And I've been in far proximity, believe me. The spirit of the light has shown me which way to go. The heavenly. Not Lucifer. I didn't follow him ever. Or the darkness that lies within them. I always followed the light of Christ. Because he was persecuted way before me. And Lucifer tried to get his chips too. But he didn't, did he really? Really light? He didn't. His light was in Christ all the way. From the heavenly. God created Lucifer and Yeshua too. He loves you, forgives you, and died for you all the way. I'm just here as a little lay day. And I love you all the way. But mostly so does the heavenly. God within me. I'm not God. I'll never pretend to be. I can't get my head around God. Ask Job. That would be a great job to read those Gospels, loves. Job. And I've been tested as the daughter of Lucifer to redeem him. Was Lucifer really bad? Not if he made me man. And I'm praying for all of you. You mean everybody too. 13th commandment, do a good do. Try not to step in the poo-poo. But you're human and you're going to. So when you do, try to scrape it off your shoe. Admit it. Make it right. Make amends in any way you can before God calls you home to your golden ticket. Love you, lovelies.